I want to talk about update that just happened today about Niger, and I just want to share with you guys to know what is really happening. If follow us on social media, so if you follow Official Swahili Nation on Instagram, follow us there. We give updates every single day of what is happening in Africa, so you can actually be updated. There, and even Twitter as well, Swahili Nation. Go there and check it out. We share updates on Facebook as well, Swahili Nation. Go check it out. We share updates every single day. So the leader of Nigeria, no, not Niger, the leader of Niger, all right, he did something that is really, really, really important, I think. So what he did is the Niger leader, he repealed law against migrant smuggling. And this law, it was written at 2015. So what he did is he overturned a law criminalizing migrant smuggling, stating that it didn't consider Niger's interest and citizen. So this repeal of the law raises concern about trafficking gangs exploiting the situation to smuggle migrants into neighboring countries to transport to Europe. So basically, this guy, he overturned this law that he was there to actually doing all this, stuff, smuggling migrants all the way from Niger to European side. And most of our people are dying in the middle of Mediterranean seas when they try to move there. So he overturned this law that it was written in 2015. And one of the criticism that came is that, okay, so because you're doing that, I think you're raising a concern about trafficking, gangs exploiting the situation to smuggle migrants into the neighboring countries. And which, on my side, I believe that it's better our people to actually try to migrate from one African country to another African country rather than getting out of the continent, because life outside of the continent is very scary. Our people are dying. Our people are being mistreated all the time, and it's sad to say that it's the same thing that is happening in the continent as well. Our people are being mistreated when they try to go to another country's neighboring country. And sometimes some of y'all can argue with me, it's better to be mistreated into your neighbor country. I mean, it's better to be mistreated outside of Africa instead of being mistreated inside the continent. Because you are here inside the continent, you feel like, man, I'm an African like you, and you're mistreating me because of my nationality. You're trying to kill me because I'm not like you, because I'm not coming from your tribe. So it's kind of like sad, right? You wish to get a better place to live within the continent, and you're being mistreated. So most of the people, there's what? Forget about this. It's better. I better move to Europe because I know I'm not gonna have an easy life there anyway. So I'd just rather go there instead of being mistreated in my own continent, right? So that's kind of like argument that people are saying. But I think the move that this leader has taken, these are kind of moves that a lot of our people want, a lot of African people want. The reason why a lot of Africans are in solidarity with these military regimes in the western side of Africa, even some other parts of Africa, they wish it to happen. The reason why, it's because they see they get the job done. They get the job done. The laws that were initiated in 2015, this guy overturned today. I think he hasn't been a leader even for 1 year in Niger. They just overturned a couple months ago. I believe it was like 3 months ago. But he overturned things like this. And this is just one of the news, but there's so many things that have been going on in that country. Try to bring back the country in order. And you all know the joint venture that Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali has done, coming together and be like, you know what, we are standing with you, we're together with you. Whatever happened to your country is going to happen to us. And that country, those countries, they're together right now, fighting together, standing together, defending together. These three countries together as one. And that's why we keep promoting One Africa right now, because it is important for our countries to come together and to fight against this bastard who are destroying our countries and our people. Let me see here. So yeah, so that is really, it's really nice, good news. And I just thought I should share with you guys what happened in Niger, and that it's one step towards the right direction. And, my wish, I'll tell you my wish, man. My wish is that Africa will come with the same say, single say, one say, and we support each other. All right. We come together as one. And any country that is going through crisis in Africa, those people who trying to migrate to another countries will be accepted in our countries. And for this, I want to say kudos to also government of Tanzania, because what is happening in Sudan, actually, there's a lot of medic students from Sudan. They came to Tanzania. That was actually 3 months ago. They came to Tanzania and they were accepted to join one of the university here, one of the school here, to actually finish their studies, because nothing is going on there. Schools have been locked down. People, they cannot continue with their normal lives. But Tanzania open up the border and say, you know what? You guys come in our countries. You can finish your studies right here and you can practice your medicine here in our countries. As long as that war is happening there, you can have a home here. So shout out to that. This is what we need, not only for Sudan, but this is what we need for the entire continent of Africa. If one country is in trouble, if one country is in crisis, and these people are trying to move away from their country to find a better life for their children and for their normal lives, then we should be able to provide a place for them to live. We should be able to provide a safe place for them, even if they do not have legal documents. Because they're Africans and their countries are in crisis, we should be able to provide a home for them, because Africa is their home. They're not illegal migrants. They're not immigrants. They're in their home. You can't call me migrant when I go to Kenya. That is my home. I'm an African. Kenya is Africa. You can't call me migrant. Because I might come with my passport and say, you're a migrant. You're not illegal migrant, but you're a migrant. No, that's my home. I'm home. I'm home, baby. I hate this thing of, titling each other, and just changing. Because once you call somebody migrant, you already belittle those people below yourself. Like, you are there and you're a migrant. You're just a migrant. You're right there. But I am, I'm a citizen of this country. I was born here. What are you talking about? I was born here. You are a migrant, I hate that. I hate that, because I did not choose to be born here. You did not choose to be born in America or being born in Ethiopia or in Sudan. It just happened by God's grace and God's plan. You were born in that country. God, I thank you for today. I'm sorry that I started this session without inviting you here. So I repent that before you, and I'm asking you that you may come, stay with us from the beginning all the way to the end. In your precious name, Christ, I pray, and I believe. Amen. All right? So I hate these titles. I hate that I have to call somebody migrant, because the moment you call somebody migrant, you're belittling that person. You are belittling that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, psychologically, somewhere in your conscious or in your subconscious, whether you know it or you don't know. That's why I call you all Africans. We are all Africans. And if you come here, as long as you're an African, this is your home, this is your place, and you're an African. And let me tell you this, man. Africans, there's a lot of things that we should be proud of. And the first thing is that the first man on earth was found here in Africa. That means every single individual you see outside there in our world, they are our descendants. And I'll tell you this. Yes, it's not happening the way we want. Africa is sustaining the world, and it's not happening in our time. But I'm telling you, that is because the first man on earth was found here in Africa. So Africa is the mother of the world. If Africa is the mother of the world, Africa should take care of the entire world. It's not happening the way we want. We think we're being taken advantage of, which is true. But look at the bright side. If you claim to be the mother of the world, if the first human being came from Africa, that means it's your responsibility to take care of your children. So when you look at America, when you look at Asia, when you look at Australia, when you look at everywhere in this world, those are your children. Africa, you're the motherland. And those are your children. When I look at Asian, when I look at white people, when I look at all these kind of people, it's, guys, this is the fact and truth. They are African descendants, no matter how they look like. So the thing is, we just need to back it up. We need to change our mind. We need to decolonize our mind and start Stop mistreating one another, thinking that we are below anyone else. Stop that thing. Stop that wickedness. Believe in yourself. This is the beginning of humanity. This is the beginning of humankind. Know that, put that in your software, and walk as the father of this world, as the mothers of this world, because you are, and that's the fact. And let's get back to the decision table. Let's get back to the unity and come together and decide how this world we're going to run. Because this is our world. Because these are our people. These are our children. Our focus is in Africa because we want to decolonize the minds of Africans. We want our people to know their position. We want our people to know their place. That you have a place in this world to claim. That you are the first individual that were found here in Africa, and that's why you were a target. But also on the bright side, it's your responsibility to take care of your kids. They are our kids, children of Africa. That's why I'm telling you, even foreigners when they come to Africa, even non-Africans when they come to Africa, they find a home here. They're happy here. They want to move here. They want to live here. They connect with the place because this is where the ancestors came from. That's Africa. So if Africa, you're not going to realize your place, just that fact that is out there. Nobody can deny that is the fact and truth. It's there. Read the history. You see it. Where Africa was. Look at the old map of Africa. You realize that Africa is actually bigger than this. Look at it. This is Africa that God created with his own hands, with his own purpose. This is Africa. Of course, at that time, it was not used to be called Africa. It had a lot of names. One of the names was Ethiopia. This continent, the mother of the world. Africa is the mother of the world. That's why Africa is feeding the entire world. Look at Chinese in the country, right? In the continent right now. They're just here to get milk from Africa. Look at Americans. Look at Europeans. Look at Turks. Look at Indians. Look at everybody out there. They're coming here to get mama's milk by force. Some of them, they abuse our mama's milk. That because you are the mother of the world. So this is warning for all of you children of Africa. Stop abusing your mother. Stop abusing your mother. Americans, stop abusing your mother. And I say America, I mean American government, not really people. Stop abusing your mother. Chinese, stop abusing your mother. France, get out of here. How dare you do that to your own mother? How dare you? Where do you get your power? Where do you get your strength? Where do you get your gut to abuse your own mother? Get out of here. Stop abusing your mother. This is your mother. The Bible says, obey your parents and you'll have many days to live. You abuse your mother. You know what will happen? If your mother curses you, you'll be cursed. You were here for 9 months, not me, but you were in the belly of your mother for 9 months. And right now you're grown up. You call yourself developed country. You still suck it up. You're still sucking the milk of your mother. Shame on you. We think Africa is not independent. Let me tell you this. They're not independent. Because as long as you're a child, you'll always be connected to your mother. You'll always be a child to your mother. It doesn't matter whether you're 50 years old, whether you're 70 years old, whether you're 100 years old, whether you're 200 years old. These are years of independence. It doesn't matter. You'll always be a child to your mother. That's why you see all these countries are coming after Africa. Because it's a mother. Africa is the mother. But do you, Africa, know that? Do you Africans know that you are the mother of this world? Because if you know that you start acting like a mother, when your child misbehave, you're gonna whip that little ass out there. But that's what you're gonna do when your child misbehave. Gonna beat the heck out of them. Gonna tell them that no food tonight because you're misbehaving. No food for you. Mika, no food for you. You're misbehaving. Come here. That's what you're gonna do. Africa, it's the time to start whipping these children. Whip the heck out of them. They're misbehaving. They've been misbehaving for the past 60 years. And before that, slavery, colonialism, and now whip them up. But you will never do that if you don't realize that you're a mother. I'm telling you, man, my mother, even if I'm 40 years of age, she can whip me out. You know African mothers, how they do. They don't care how old are you or how old are you. You are my child. You were here. You misbehave, I'm going to whip the heck out of you. It doesn't matter how big you are. That's what African mother does to us. You understand that? Africa, if you know your position, that Africa, you are the mother of this world, then you're going to start whipping these misbehaving children. I love this analogy. I don't know where it came from, man. God, I thank you for this wisdom and this liberation. You are the mother of this world. It's a time for Africa to whip up. This will be my message from now onward. You're the mother of the world. It's a time to whip these children who are misbehaving. And one of them is France. Niger understand that. Burkina Faso and Mali understood that. And they whip the heck out of France. They're whipping right now. They're whipping them. The rest of African countries, you better whip the heck out of them. These children have been misbehaving for so long. So we think Africa, we are not independent. Let me tell you, man, they are not independent. They cannot survive without Africa because you're the mother. You are their mother. They're your children. They need what you have. They need to be fed by you. They come to you and they say that we want to give you loans, we want to give you aids, or we want to support you. Let me tell you this, man. There's no such a thing. That's opposite. You are supporting them. You are the mother. You're feeding them. This mother of this world, Africa. Come on, somebody. Tell me. Go to history. Search. Look it up. I was looking at the first man to be recognized in the United Kingdom. The first man. He was a black man. Go and find out. Some of you know his name. That's the first descendant in the UK. And the British. First descendant. This guy has a dark skin. First descendant. What does that tell you? That's the oldest person in that country. And it's outside of the continent. What does that tell you? Man, these things are not coincidence. And the oldest man to be found here in Africa. It's here in Africa. What does that tell you? They did not find anywhere else but here in Africa. They wish they could find somewhere else, but no, here in Africa. This is the mother of this world. Africans, walk with that pride in your heart that you are a chosen generation. God decided and chose you to be the first man on earth. You gotta walk that with that pride in your heart. Don't look down on yourself and know that you're taking care of your babies. They're misbehaving, but the time has come now because Africans, we are awakened and we know our position and we know who we are. If you go to Bahamas, when those British were colonizing Bahamas, it was illegal. They made it illegal for Bahamians people to learn about African history because more than 90% of those people are African descendants. It was illegal for them to learn about history of Africa. Same thing here in the continent. It was illegal to learn about history of Africa. You could just learn about cities in Europe. You could learn just about that, the languages and everything, but you learn nothing about African history. They did not want you to get these informations. They did not want you to get these facts. But the good thing about history, you can never erase history. No matter how much you do, you can never erase history. Let me tell you this. Do you know why I'm reading the Bible? Yes, I'm reading the Bible as God's words, but also I'm reading the Bible because that is the pure history right there. Let me tell you, history never lies. If you go to the Bible, you see the history in the Bible, and whatever history you read in the books, because that's the oldest book right there, you find it's the same. It is the same. It is the same. Right now, there's a war going on with Israel and Palestine. If you go, you will see who are Israelites, who are Palestinians. You will see where they come from. You see who are these people. You see. In the biblical perspective, these are Philistines. You see. This is history. It is not wrong history. It is truth. So yeah, it doesn't matter whether you believe in God or you don't, you just read as a history. Just take a book that called Bible and read the history, because it is clear right there. It is not filtered. It's out there. God took even Hebrew Bible. Read the first Bible on earth. Read it. You find out. If you cannot read Hebrew, then you can look at the documentaries about that. You will see. You see the truth about Africa. African people. Let me tell you this, man. I came to realize this. Knowledge is power. I came to realize this. My people are perished because of lack of knowledge. And I came to realize this. When you know about yourself, oh my God. And when you know you are God, oh my God, I'm telling you, you know about yourself. You know about your source. You know who you are. And when you know who you are, nobody's going to shake you up. Nobody will have no permission to shake you up. But when you don't know yourself, you'll be swayed away by any kind of wind, because somebody will tell you that, you know what, you're just a monkey. You'll say, oh man, I was monkey. If somebody will tell you this word, you know how Africa came, how this continent came, because of continental drifting, you'll be like, oh, is that what happened? Yes, because you don't know about yourself. You don't know your identity. You don't know who is your God. You don't know who created you. You don't know this continent, how important it is in God's eyes. You never know that who is the first human being, where that first human being was found. You'll never know. You never know where coffee was founded for the first time, discovered for the first time in Africa. You'll never know that. You'll be told, they'll tell you, oh, it was Yemen. They'll tell you it's there, it was there, there. You will never know that. But it's Africa. It is Africa. It is Africa. If you don't know who you are, somebody will tell you that, you know what, your color, that is a cursed color. That's why you have it that color. And then you'll believe that. And you'll try to put on all this, some lotion to change your color to look a little bit whitish. You don't know who you are. You try to change your lips. You try to change your boobs. You try to change your eyes. You just try to change your eyes. You try to change anything, everything to look like somebody else. You try to straighten up your hair and hate your curly hair and trying to look like somebody else. You don't know yourself. You don't know who you are. That's why you're changing yourself. Africans, it's not a time to change ourselves. It's a time to embrace ourselves, because we were beautiful and wonderfully made. And until we embrace ourselves, the standard of beauty, it should not be anything else but you. You're beautiful the way you are. If you're fat, yes, you're beautiful, but of course, go to gym as well. Try to exercise and manage your diet, because I don't want you to die with obesity and say that, you know, I'm beautiful the way I am. No, you have a responsibility to take care of your health and don't die. Because we have our people dying because of that. And they say, you know, you're just beautiful the way you are. You know, you don't, no, go and exercise. Cut down sugar. Stop eating sugar. Be healthy. Know who you are. Take care of your health. Take care of your health. Take care of your health. Because God still has a purpose with your life. You can't die now. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. So my desire, my heart, is that Africa will understand and realize who they are. Because I'm telling you, the day you get revelation of who you are as an African, your life will never be the same again. You're not just going to go after dollars. You realize that you have something more important than dollars. You realize that you have something more important than anything else in this world, and that is your Africanism. And that is your family. And that is your people. And that is your continent. and that is you are the mother of this world. So Africans, wake up. That was just a little bit news from Nigel. All right, guys, I'll go to give you an update. I love how this session goes all the time. Updates on, okay, let me talk a little bit about Malawi and what happened. So I said one of my favorite presidents right now in Africa is the president of Malawi. And we share this news on our YouTube channel, and I believe you guys, you saw it because we shared the news and we shared the video as well. On YouTube, we've been trying to do that, which is amazing and which is really nice. And we share this video that the president of Malawi, Lazarus, this guy, he burned all the foreign trips for himself and for other government officials. This is the same initiative that the late President Magufuli of Tanzania, he did as well when he became a president. Chakwera, he seems to follow the footstep of his old friend JPM Magufuli by canceling the foreign trips. Let me tell you this, how important this is. A single foreign trip, if you see your president leaving from your country, going to another country, let me tell you this, how much money is being spent. Not less than $200,000 and going forward. It could go even to $1 million. Actually, that's a very little amount of money. But that's how much is being spent when you're president, just leave your country going to abroad. Because she or he is not going alone, is going with other ministers. And those ministers, they don't go alone, they go with other assistants. And those assistants, they don't go alone, they go. So you will find out more than 100 people are leaving, and all of these, they're riding on the first classes. And all of these are going to live in the 5-star hotels. All of these, they have money that they receive when they go there because they're going there for work. So the money that is being spent when our government leaders leave out of Africa, it's a huge amount of money. When you stop it, you actually manage. Whatever you mismanage it, you lose it. Africa will lose our resources because we mismanage them. So what Chakwera did by canceling these foreign trips, it shows integrity in his regime. That I must cut these trips because they consume and they take a lot of money. Not only that, but our people, they don't really work for our people. Guys, we know if you're a government leader, you leave today, you go to Dubai. What are you going to do there? What are you going to do there? You do shopping? Just enjoy life. It's kind of like a little vacation. Are you going to work there for our people? No, we have ambassadors there. They can work. Their job is to work. If you go there, you go once a year to this country and that country. What are you going there for real? Are you going to work there? Are you going to find connection? Why we have ambassadors in those countries? We have representatives in those countries. They can represent us. They can find those connections. Why you have to go there? Why? And why are there ambassadors there? What are they being paid for? If you must go there with the whole entire village of leadership from your country. So this guy, he cut down budget. He said, you know what? We're going to stop this. And I'm going to be an example. I'm going to cut down this. The same thing Magufuli did during his regime. And you know how much money was saved. So shout out to Chakwera, Lazarus Chakwera for doing that. These are important decisions that our people are taking. And I know that right now he'll be hated by his fellow leaders in the country because they want to go to enjoy outside of Africa. They want to go to have vacation there. Vacation? For what have you done? Is there anything you've done to your country to have vacation for? You know how long president they need to stay in the government? It's for 5 years, some of them 4 years. In total, it's 8 years to 10 years. 2 terms. That's the only time. Do you think will you be able to change your country for those 10 years if you just move all the time outside of their country? No. Stay with your people. Work for your people. We are tired of seeing all these speeches. Speeches in the United States, speeches in China, speeches in Russia, speeches in Turkey, speeches in Japan, speeches in Korea, speeches in there. We are tired of saying these speeches all the time. They're tired. We want to see the actions. This speech, we already got used to them. We know what you guys are going to talk about. You're going to talk about colonialism, what happened. You're going to talk about neo-colonialism, what is happening today. And you're going to talk about your suggestion, what you want to be done in your countries. Stop talking about what you want to be done in your country and start doing it. Stay in your country and do it. Stop talking about it. Stop telling your enemies your plan. Stop doing that. Stay in your country and work for your people. It's simple, man. This, I think it is very important the leaders we choose sometimes, at least they need to have exposure so that they're not, at least they need to have exposure so that they're not overwhelmed of going abroad all the time. Okay, some of them, they have exposure, but they just hate Africa, so they just go outside all the time. But at least we should have some screening kind of stuff, man, before we choose these leaders. Because it's very sad. You have leader in 1 year, you spend like almost half of the year outside of the country. Every time outside. Every time outside. And for this, man, I'm talking about here in East Africa, our president's here. All the time here. All the time there. When do you get time to work for your people? When? So this is what you will hear. You'll be like, oh, guys, stop talking those nonsense. Do you know why our president go there? Do you know why they go on these trips? They go to find money for the development of your country. Go to find money. You go to find money there and they're coming to your country to find money. How stupid is that? You have money in your country. Why are you going there to find money? You have gold in your country. Why are you going there to find money? What? It does not make sense. These are things that Africans sometimes they feel like, man, these people, they think like we're very stupid. We don't know anything. They think like we're very stupid. You're going to find money? Right now, our leaders have Twitter, Instagrams, and you will see just pictures. They're there. They just posted today. I was so glad to meet up with the president of Italy, Chancellor of Germany, president of whatever, France, Prime Minister of UK. I was so happy. We spoke about our relationship, our partnership. We spoke about opportunity for investment. That's the only thing you will hear. We spoke, and also we had a chance. They have made a pledge to give us $1 billion US dollar for education in our country, and this money will help us so much. Man, what kind of wicked mindset is this? And these are our leaders. These are our leaders. If you cancel those trips, that's $1 billion US dollar. If you cancel for 1 year, that money that was supposed to be used for those trips will bring education, will build houses, will build offices, will build schools, will build hospitals, will build universities. That money in 1 year, if you cancel those trips for just 1 year, nobody leaves. How much money we're going to save? How much money we're going to save? Do research for your own country. Foreign trips of your leaders in 1 year, how much they're spending on that. I'm telling you, all this project that we say that, okay, this money, we'll be able to build those projects in our countries. Search in your own countries. How much money is being spent for these foreign trips? Search in 1 year. Just 1 year, man. Not even 5 years. Just 1 year. Search. I'm telling you, this money that we receive as loan, we have that money, but we mismanage it. We misuse it. We just enjoy it. You become a leader in Africa for your own enjoyment and for your own good. That's why I don't call you leaders anymore. I call you politicians. You don't deserve to be a leader. You don't deserve to be called a leader. Where is the 7 leaders in Africa? Do you understand that as a leader, you need to be the last one to eat? Do you understand that? That as a leader, you need to make sure everybody else eat first before you. Just like a dad or a mom with the kids. They need to make sure that kids eat first before they eat. Because if you ask eat all the food, your kid's going to sleep hungry. How much money is being spent for foreign trips? And think, where are we going to use that money in our countries? So Chakwera, the president of Malawi and the ex-president of Tanzania, Magufuli, he did that. He stopped it. And you know, a lot of money was saved. And Chakwera is going to save a lot of money. And you'll see what is going to happen in that country. You'll see. Just wait and see. That's just one thing. That's just one sector. But there's so many sectors. Man has been, man, let me tell you this, man. One thing about Africa, Africa is rich. But the reason why a lot of politicians in Africa, they want Africa to continue to be poor, and they show that image of poverty in Africa so that they may continue to receive loans and aids and keep in their pockets and selling our countries. This country is rich. Man, look at the leaders. Man, I'm looking at the houses of the leaders, the house they're building. Oh my God. Everywhere in Africa, man, when you look at single house of a leader, that is just one. But these guys, they own multiple houses. These guys have businesses. These guys have transportation businesses, real estate businesses, not under their names, by the name of other people. These guys, they own hotels, not only in Africa, outside of Africa. Where does this money come from? It comes from the countries. And you tell me that Africa is poor. The money that is in this continent is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. I'm telling you, just what I said, look at your leaders. Look at the cars they drive. Look at the houses they live. Look at their salary. And not only that, look at their kind of like those money in Swahili, we say posho, they receive. Look at their lives. They don't go to the street places to do shopping. Shopping for food, they take it from Dubai and outside, because that's kind of like messed up mindset. We think everything from Dubai is good. Instead of eating organic food, that's why most of them, they die because of cancer, you know. Eat organic food, but they don't go in the street. No, they don't buy there. They have their own places where they buy their stuff. Money. Look at where they live. The most expensive places in your country. That's where your leaders live. That's where your leaders live. Some of them, they're living in just ordinary houses, but they have a lot of houses out there. When they retire, you will see them where they live. Where do they get the money? Why? And yet we hear that our countries are poor. Where is the integrity? Where is the servant leadership? Where is the accountability? Where is the sympathy? Where is the responsibility? Where is the leadership? Where is the prioritization? Where is the development of this continent? Where? Chakwera, I salute you for the decision you have taken to cut down all the foreign trips in Africa. I mean, in your country. Another update on Africa that I would love to give it to you guys is between DRC Congo and Rwanda. So the president of DRC Congo and Rwanda have agreed to reduce tensions between their two countries. Okay, I hate this. I'm just beginning to read this and I hate this. So the U.S. intelligence chief secured promises from the leaders of Rwanda and Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, to de-escalate after alarm of a surge in violence, the White House said Tuesday. Director of National Intelligence, Abil Hines, traveled to the two countries Sunday and Monday and said United States will monitor their efforts. Oh my God, look at this again. Savior. White savior. Rwandan President Paul Kagame and DRC Congo President Felix each offered commitments to Highness to de-escalate tension in Eastern. Let me tell you this, man. A White House statement said, let me say this, man. Forget about this White House statement or whatever, because this, it kind of like says, like, it shows like, you know, these guys, they were not willing to do anything like that. And so this, you know, this whatever White House savior came and, you know, de-escalate the situation and joined them together. And then they decided, you know, to take down the tension. Let me tell you this, man. This tension is not there. Let me tell you this. Not because of the White House. They did not. Not because of that. Not because of that. Credit is not coming to you. I'm not giving you credit. Not giving you credit. I remember last time when I was looking at one of the interviews that Paul Kagame was saying, he was saying that, you know, let me ask you this tension, who created this tension? Who is constantly talking about this tension? And the sad thing is, even us as Africans, sometimes we believe these things. Sometimes we believe these things. Let's not think worse of each other. Let's not think worse of our people. Let's not think worse of each other. Why we have to think worse before we think good of each other? Yes, and if you think good and then it turns out to be worse, you'll be disappointed. I know that. But it's worthy. It's worthy to be disappointed because you thought somebody was good. Because at least we can see good in people because we're still living in this continent together with one another. We're neighbors. If we see worse in each other, that's why we're going to kill each other. We're going to find out the ways to kill somebody first before you're killed. For some reason, we need to start seeing good in each other. We need to start thinking perhaps there's good in us. And perhaps somebody else wants to divide us and conquer us. It happened before. It happened before. Do you think it's not going to happen again? I'm telling you, it's happening again. So let's not think worse of each other. I think that we just there. I see these comments all the time, and let me tell you this, man. Like, I choose not to think worse of each other, of our people. I choose not to think worse of them until you prove me otherwise. If you prove me otherwise, I'm just not gonna deal with you. But I give you a fair shot until you prove me otherwise. I don't care about what people say. I don't care the story about here and there. No. If I did not experience it, I don't believe it. Yes, I'll be watching you carefully. I'm not naive. But I'm not gonna believe what somebody else says about you. I need to have my own experience with you to realize that. Because it's very easy to divide people these days. You just need to tell bad stories about them and you don't even double check it. You just judge for yourself based on some secondhand information. I ain't going to do that for Africa. I love this continent and I'm going to go to those countries to see it for myself. Uganda, be prepared. Oh, God, I've been talking for a long time. So, shout out to DRC, Congo, and Rwanda for deciding that, because I believe when I talk to the people, I had a conversation here with Congolese, and I know they, you know, what they think about what is happening in Congo and who is responsible. I know that, but when our leaders come together and resolve these things together as leaders, then our people as well might follow that as well. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes our people, they just follow anything that is happening out there. If somebody says this, these days you have the media, everybody believes what they say and they follow it. But it's good to see our leaders coming together, man. That's good. So shout out, kudos to Congo and yeah, and in Rwanda. All right, another updates that has been happening this recently is about Ethiopia. All right, very sensitive topic. They say that Ethiopia, we shared this news 5 days ago. Ethiopia peace talk end without agreement, official says. And this peace talk between Ethiopia's government of a rebel group in the Oromia region have ended without an agreement due to other parties. Something, something, something. I'm not gonna read all of it, but that's one of the updates. I mean, when you go to Ethiopia, things have been happening there for the past 2 3 years, man. New things all the time. So one thing that I would say, if you're we all need to know what is happening in the continent. And one thing about Ethiopia, which is very, I'm always trying to be very careful, is finding information from non-biased people, which is not easy to find, but it's also easy to find, because if you're non-biased, then you'll be able to recognize those people as well. What I've always wished for Ethiopia is peace for that country, man. That country has been through a lot. And within internal conflicts, internal tensions. And I have a lot of my brothers and sisters who just walked out, don't want to be part of that anymore. They're tired. One of them, I was talking to her today, walk away. Don't want to stay there. Very tired, very exhausted, and everything. So I always say this, man, that this ultimate decision for Ethiopia's peace lies, you know, in you, Ethiopians. Um, you guys are tired. You guys are been through a lot, and until you decide as one people to come together and to stop this madness that is happening, um, I believe it's gonna be very difficult to see peace. Um, if you're tired, that should be your motivation to one peace with people who don't look like you, who don't speak like you know, who don't worship like you. So that has always been my prayer for Ethiopia and has always been my talk for Ethiopia. So I hope you guys figure that out, because the sooner you figure that out, then the sooner you guys will be at peace and shalom will be back. But if you delay, then I'm afraid that it will take some time as well to see about peace. Eh? Yeah. So Ethiopia, yeah. I don't know. I have this feeling that I'll get opportunity to visit you guys soon, and yeah. Anyways, yeah, yeah, and love you guys too, man. Like I get emotion when I talk about Ethiopia. So yeah, yeah. It's just, I don't know, man. Tough. It's tough when you are being part of this community, and you have experienced love and kindness of the people. You've been with them for a long time, and you have been treated well, and you've been seeing the good side and bad side, and you just went through all those good experience, and you just constantly hear what bad things are happening, and uh, people being killed and all this stuff. It's just sad, man, because you think about those beautiful people you met, that some of them, they died already because of these kind of things. you know um it's sad, man. It's sad. I just hope you guys figure out as soon as possible, because I believe the breakthrough is within you. God has already given us that wisdom, and we just need to decide and bring about change. Yeah. There's a lot of updates in Africa, guys, but I really want to encourage you guys to visit our Instagram channel. We don't have a lot of people reading there or checking out, but I really encourage you guys to check our Instagram channel called Official Swahili Nation. Let me share the link with you guys. If you go on, oh my goodness, I have more than 100 comments here and I did not read even one. But let me share you. Visit this Instagram page of Official Swahili Nation. We share updates every single day. We have a team that is working so hard finding this fresh news every single time. So it will really mean a lot to us if you guys go, you read them, and you actually leave your comments to these news and just your thoughts. It really mean a lot. So I encourage you guys to go to watch that, and to really engage yourselves in our social medias as well. It really mean a lot to the team and to people who are working day and night. I have actually very small team that is working full time. Basically, I'll tell you the truth, guys. If I'm saying like full team, the team that is working full time is actually three people, including me. There's three. There's three full time, 24/7, three. So everything you see is just three people. So and one of them, he's here with me. Another one is not even here. He's in Rwanda. So these are three people that are working full time with me, and we do those news on Instagram, on Twitter. I do videos on YouTube, and we're also working on something that a little bit budget is kind of limited, so we're not going to release anytime soon right now, but we are working on the website. We've been working for a while, but budget wise, that's why it's taking kind of long time. So it's going to take a while as well for that, because we really wanted to release our website for you guys to get all this news and all these updates and all this stuff, subscriptions through the website, to just have a website that we could even live stream. If YouTube for some reason bring some issues, then we'll just use our own website. So we have this idea of the website that we've been developing for a while, and we have everything arranged and people ready. But the only reason why we cannot launch it, we even pay for the domain as well. This is the second year we're paying for that domain, because we had to pay so that nobody else can take it. This is the second year we're doing that. But the only problem is we cannot fully finish it and launch because of the finance part of it. So we have three people that are working full time. So you guys, when you go and you read this stuff and you leave your comments and you support, it really encourage these people who are actually most of the time they work all the time, right? And I'm kind of guy that I work all the time. So because I'm working all the time, they work all the time too. So sometimes it'll be 2 a.m. in the morning, and they'll just call, hey man, okay, there's this one, please make sure you do it. I'll be like, oh brother, I'm sleeping. I'm like, man, you're sleeping? There's something to be done. I'm awake, be awake, right? So it's that's how it works. Three of us. So before you wish to work for or to work with Swahili Nation, just know that, man, you might be working 24/7, right? These are three people, and they're very committed. And I'll tell you the truth, man, like they don't get nothing, related to what they're doing. But they have heart for Africa. They love Africa, so they give everything they have for Africa. All right, and so yeah, they give all. Right, yeah. So you guys, with all saying that, I want to appreciate you guys who make that possible, for us to continue to do that. And so I always appreciate the members in the house. All right, it's been a while, but I need to appreciate you guys, members in the house. Let me shout out to you guys. by showing here, because it's clear. I mean, members in the house is very clear, and I always do this. I have this custom to share members in the house by showing, how many members we have and what they're doing. Right now we have 49 members in the house in our YouTube channel. These are people who are standing with us. These are people who are supporting us. These are people who are making possible to have this, actually, two people that they're working with me full time, with Swahili Nation. And this, it happened because of these members and the support that they do. So I need to appreciate you members right here, because without you guys, we'll not be able to do that, right? So, I'm giving appreciation to you guys for making this possible. All right, we have like 49 members, and they're right here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, yeah. So we have like 49 members right now who are supporting us, and the recent one, and I'll mention them. We have HL joined 4 days ago, and we have Miriam Duali 9 days ago, and then we have Randy B 3 months ago, and we have DG 3 months ago as well. We have Red Sea 2 months ago. We have Nyela 3 months ago. We have Johnny Davis 1 month ago. We have Leo 3 months. We have King of Grace, Sarah. I've seen Sarah a lot in a lot of videos 1 month ago. We have Kari 1 month ago as well. So these are and many more that I might not mention here, but these are very new members who joined recently, and because of your support and your love and your kindness, we are able to move forward. I want to appreciate those who are using Patreon as well. Patreoners, we have Patreoners in the house who actually are contributing somewhat monthly as well. I appreciate you guys so much for that generosity, and also appreciate for those who are using PayPal. We appreciate for those here on TikTok who are giving stickers. We appreciate everybody, man, for everything, for anyway. If you share our videos, if you are subscribing, if you didn't subscribe, please do. We appreciate that. For those who are using Super Chat as well, we appreciate, because for some reason it does something to this organization, and we have 3 people working together. Actually, for 2 years right now, I've been working with these 3 people. 3 people, full time. 3 years. No, 2 years. 2 years. 3, that including myself, right? So 3. So, yeah, appreciate you guys for that. And yeah, I think for today I will stop there. There's a lot of updates about Africa, but allow me to stop here, and I want to promise you guys that I will try my level best to come here as many times as I can to update you guys. I know there's a need to do that, so I'll try to do that as much as I can. Let me read one question that I see here is happening a lot of times. Say, why doesn't the African Union protect the Congo and other African countries by coming up with an African Union army that protects the continent? It's a very valid and really good question, evolving out loud. Why? That's the question. I asked the same question as well. I have the same question. Same question. Greetings from America, Louisiana. We American blacks support the African awakening and revolution. I appreciate that. Evolving out loud. Shout out to you. Your number one country supporting this Swahili nation, United States of America. So the question that you raised is really good question, and and why? It's true. Why? Like the way you frame that question, realize that it's very easy to take care of these issues, but why we're not taking care of them? That's a very good question. Why? Yeah, I don't see the reason why not. Because if you have one African Union, you have one African army, you start taking care of all this terrorist group. I released a video here the other day, how to get rid of the terrorism in Africa. I don't know if you guys have seen that video, but I released that video. Because I was really thinking, just like you here, I was thinking, man, we can get rid of this terrorism in Africa. It's very easy to get rid of terrorism, but why we're not getting rid of it? There might be some sort of benefit that they're getting out of it. That's why they're not getting rid of it. Yeah, that video I released here. Oh no, I did not release it yet. Okay, I'll release it. It was already released, but I'll release it here. And yeah, why? Anyways, so guys, appreciate you. If you're new to this family, subscribe, turn on notification button. We share videos every single day, so go watch and share your thoughts about those videos. And all in all, I love you and I appreciate you. And let's always stick for Africa, because this is the mother of the world, and we have a responsibility to cherish her. We have a responsibility to protect her. We have a responsibility to bring her children together. We have a responsibility to do everything we can in our power to protect this motherland. So guys, do your part as I do my part. And on code One Africa right now. If you go to the description side of these videos, you'll find sign up to One Africa right now. It's a petition that we started, and thank God that we have Rwanda and Kenya have announced that no more visa to visit those countries, for African descendants, for Africans here in the continent. So that's one step towards One Africa right now. I hope more African countries will take that initiative and allow our people to move freely across the continent of Africa. That's what we need for Africa. That's what we need for our people to come together and to be united as one people. I appreciate you, TikTokers. I appreciate you, YouTube. All right, for everything, God bless you. I will thank God for this session, and then I'll be signing out. It's good night, right? Appreciate evolving our life. That's our job. We'll keep doing our parts. Yeah, whatever we got, we'll keep sharing with you. And I think I'll come with these often updates on Africa. It's important to do that. Yeah, I'll share with you how to get rid of terrorism. I'll share with you. It's just 3 minutes video I made before, and I'll share with you guys. It's very. The matter of fact, let me try to find it. I think it's unlisted, so I'll try to find it to share with you guys before I release it. You guys who are here, you'll be able to see it even before I release it. How to get rid of terrorism in Africa. Where's that video? 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 Oh yeah, this one. I found it. I need to release this video. Okay, let me just release right now. The matter of fact, it's but let me release right now. You guys will be able to see that. How to get rid of terrorism in Africa. It's very simple. This is the video. You can check it out. Chicago hates. Illinois, USA is united with the diaspora. Appreciate that. Yeah, bless you and your team. Appreciate that. My two soldiers And these two soldiers, let me tell you this, man. I love, leadership. Leadership is not about you, but leadership is about the people you lead, right? So when we talk about leadership in Africa, we focus on the leader, but leadership is about the people you lead. The strength and the power of the kingdoms, it had everything to do not with the king, but with the people in that kingdom, how well they live, they have supply of food, how well have been taken care of, how many territories you have, then you'll be considered as a powerful king. One of the greatest empires to ever happen, it was Egyptian Empire, it was Roman Empire, and this is because of their influence and how much they basically control the world in just a short period of time, right? And so you will see that power of those kings, it was because of the people that they led. So leader, you cannot be leader if your people are not well off. And so one thing that I love about this small team, these people that I work with 24/7, my desire is to give everything that I have to install to these people, to install to this team, everything, to give everything that I have, every single bit of it. And we are on a journey to do that, which, I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not really easy person to work with. But I love the process because we are raising giants that will be able to fight for Africa. I will be able to do things for Africa the same way we do it, even more than how I do. So that's one of the reasons why I love this small team that I'm working with. These are giants. Today, I can stop doing this YouTube. You guys have seen I'm not really doing live stream these days. But, these guys are managing this YouTube. These guys are taking care of this YouTube, right? It's a journey. It took 2 years, but you don't even see difference. But this is the team that I've been under making for the past 2 years. Just 2 people. But they are already doing incredible work. Before, I was doing everything by myself, but now I do with these 2 people. We give each other directions and ideas, and we're trying to build this massive community right here. And hopefully next year, before June, we'll hit 500,000 subscribers. That's one of the goal. It's a little far, I know, like 6 months is, is too much, but I believe, and I want us to hit that 500,000 subscribers. Me, if I tell you my goal is that, in March, we have to be hitting that, 500,000 subscribers. So hopefully you guys will help us, you support us to raise awareness, and we'll keep informing you guys as much as we can. And you guys will come here as many times as you can. For those diaspora, if you haven't signed that petition called One Africa right now, it is for you as well. It's very important, especially for you. So go read, sign, and share. The link is in the description. If I have a team here, you guys can share in the comment section for our people to sign up. If I don't have that, because right now it's actually night here, it's almost it's 1 a.m. where we are right now, so maybe they basically sleep. Yeah, if you go to the description of this video, you'll find the first link that called sign the petition One Africa right now. Please sign that and share with your people. Sign as many times as you can and share with as many people as you can. We need to have One Africa in our generation, and we need to have it right now, not later. We need to have it right now. Let me just say bye to TikTokers here first. TikTokers, I'll see you guys. I love you. Bless you. And then I'll end up here on YouTube as well. So yeah, so guys, please, do that, and it's gonna be amazing. God, I thank you for today. I appreciate you for this moment that you've given us to come together as a community, as SNOA family, as one people, to talk about this beautiful content that you've given unto us. I pray that your wisdom will go with us, everything that we heard here today. I pray that will continue to speak to us in our hearts, to know our position, to know who we are, to take our charge, to take the step, and to stand on our position that we have here on earth, not waiting for anyone to validate us, but believing that we already We have already been validated by you, and now it's a time for us to take initiative and to do what we call to do. Bring our people together and to save our people from all this death and all these troubles that they go through. God, I praise you. I thank you. I glorify your name. In your precious name, Christ, I pray. Amen. Thank you, guys. Bless you. And I'll see you very soon.